Hello summoners and welcome back to our third episode in our advanced coaching series. My name is Kellen and today I'll be going over 12 of our best tips that our challenger analysts here at ProGuides have compiled to help you climb as fast as possible. These 12 tips will help you improve your skills no matter what champions you play, no matter what role you main, and it will help you in the long run. We'll be targeting core issues that focus on the key fundamentals of the game, and it'll help you improve your gameplay by a lot. If you decide to really soak in all of the information that we provide, I can guarantee you that you'll see some massive improvements in your rank by the end of the season. Make sure you watch every minute of this video, and let's jump right into the tips. For tip number 1, you need to understand that in order to climb faster, you have to dedicate yourself into the game. This doesn't mean that you should treat League like a 9-to-5 job, but you need to put in effort consistently to get better. Improvements can be made with this consistency, and consistency can be achieved with dedication. You do not need to and should not be playing 20 games a day to improve. You don't even need to play 20 games a week to improve. But what you do need is a good work ethic and patience. Losses shouldn't feel demoralizing for you. Instead, they should feel like an opportunity. The famous NBA basketball player Kobe Bryant once said that losing is exciting because it means you have different ways to get better. There are certain things that you can figure out and take advantage of, certain weaknesses that were exposed that you need to shore up, and it sucks to lose, but at the same time, there are answers there if you just look for them. Watching your mistakes over and over again isn't easy, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to you. Put in that work. Tip number 2 is a tough one because it's all about avoiding tilt as much as possible. This tip is one of the most important things to keep in mind when playing, and it's also one of the hardest to implement. Getting frustrated sometimes while playing is completely normal and natural, and it happens every day to even the best of players. However, allowing this tilt to take over your mental state of mind is very dangerous and will have a direct impact on how bad or how well you play. So if you do ever have a tough loss, or if you're on a big losing streak, then slow things down, take a step back, and breathe. Do something else for a little while, whether it's reading a book, taking a walk, getting some food, just don't think about League for a little bit. Come back after a few hours and you'll feel refreshed and ready to hit the rift again. Tip number 3 is practice, 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 and this tip will come off as the most obvious to you, but you'd be surprised how many people don't practice their champion enough before jumping into ranked play. There is a reason why one-trick ponies climb pretty well. They have so much practice and mastery over their champion. They typically are spending the time to learn all of the small things about the champion, whether it's damage combos, advanced combos, more importantly lane matchups. Having more experience and knowledge about the champion you choose to play will give you that competitive edge you need to beat out any opponent you face in your elo bracket. Even something as simple as learning one uncommon trick can be game changing, so make sure you get into those normal games and start practicing more. At least figure out how your champion is supposed to execute on wins. Look, there is a lot of frustration in League of Legends. Whether you're losing ranked games, dealing with toxic teammates, or having your favorite champion getting nerfed, it sometimes becomes hard to find enjoyment while grinding solo queue. On top of that, a lot of the players get caught up in trying to grind as hard as they possibly can and end up playing roles that carry the hardest instead of the role they enjoy playing the most. Spamming games as ADC because you believe that marksmen are broken isn't going to increase your chances of winning significantly enough. Instead, find a role that you enjoy playing and stick to it. If you only play top lane and enjoy playing jungle more, then try to learn jungling and stick to jungling. If you only play mid lane but find support a bit more enjoyable, then try swapping to support after some practice. Finding enjoyment while playing is essential for improvement and reducing tilt, because if you will enjoy the game in the long run, you're more likely to be active on trying to improve. Just remembering that at the end of the day, League of Legends is a game and games are meant to be fun is one of the most important tips I can give you. For our next tip, remember that the easiest way to optimize your chances at winning a game is to analyze every player during champion select and loading screen. As soon as that queue pops and you enter the ban phase, try to look up every player on your team and start to analyze their match history. Checking for general information is important, such as are they on a win or a loss streak, is their main champion banned, are they auto-filled, is there a high chance that your teammate is smurfing, stuff like that. Once you've analyzed your own team, try to make some accommodations depending on the circumstance. If your ADC is auto-filled but has a 70% win rate in the middle lane, you might want to consider swapping roles with them. When you're in the loading screen, start looking up players on the enemy team and do the exact same thing. For example, if you're playing Shaco jungle and you see the enemy mid laner is on a 6-loss streak, then it would be a great idea to camp that lane and tilt them. This brings us to our 6th tip, knowing when and how to dodge a lobby. After you've looked up the players on your team and you see that a lot of your teammates are auto-filled, you might want to consider dodging that game. Think about it like this: would you rather lose 3 LP and waste a few minutes of your time, or have a very high chance to lose 18 LP, 30 minutes of your time, and some of your MMR? Dodging can be an effective way to climb if used correctly, and everyone pretty much gets one freebie dodge per day. 3 LP is just a small price to pay for a reset on the lobby. One of our challenger analysts, June, has told me so many times that he dodges multiple lobbies a day, especially if there are too many autofill jungle and support mains on his team. So the next time you're feeling kinda iffy about your team, bite the bullet and take the -3 LP. For tip number 7, I recommend always having an alternate account or leveling up a Smurf account that you can play on. Have you ever wondered why challenger players have so many accounts? Have you ever wondered why Faker always has 3 accounts that he plays on at the same time? It's because he's using a climbing tactic. Let's say that Faker plays on his first account and reaches Diamond 10 LP. He will then hop into his second account and play it until it surpasses that first account by a small amount. Let's say he reaches Master Tier. And then he'll log into the third account and reach a little bit higher than the other 2 accounts and get to Grandmaster. By constantly having to climb the same ranks over and over again, he becomes more and more comfortable playing in that elo until he can eventually autopilot games and win with ease. Having that alternate account to reclimb the same ranks that you've surpassed is the perfect strategy to constantly improve. Like we mentioned in tip number 3, practice will be everything when it comes to League of Legends and trying to improve, and having a small champion pool is a key element to efficient climbing. It's always going to be more effective to have a small champion pool that you know very well and understand fully, rather than having a large one that you barely have any mastery over. However, it's very important that you choose strong champions that can cover a variety of playstyles. For example, if you main jungle, it would be a good idea to learn Elise as your aggressive AP jungler, Kindred as your AD hypercarry jungler, and Sejuani for your tank jungler. Having a wide range of playstyles is important, that way you can choose which champion best fits your team composition in any given scenario. One strategy that we always recommend to players who receive coaching on ProGuides.com is to have 3 to 5 champions for your 2 main roles, and then 2 meta champions for 3 roles you don't play. This way you become flexible enough to fit into any combination of champions and also be more prepared for those games that you get auto-filled. Have you ever wondered why you can't perform as well in those pesky ranked games and promotional series as you do in normal games with your friends? Have you ever had the feeling that you're going to lose before the game has even begun? Do you find yourself feeling more pressured to win when you play ranked? These are just basic examples of what we call ranked anxiety. It's a well-known fact that most gamers out there face some sort of anxiety, whether it's in card games like Hearthstone, fighter games like Smash Bros, or shooters like Fortnite and CSGO. For a simpler explanation, ranked anxiety is the feeling of fear or worry over the outcome or events of the game. This problem is a bit more difficult to solve, but we have a full video on how to overcome ranked anxiety here on our YouTube channel, and the link will always be in the description down below. Our 10th tip is a psychological term that describes how people make decisions based off of outcome rather than perfect optimization. This is what we call results-oriented thinking. It basically means that if you use a certain strategy to win a game, you'll most likely repeat that exact strategy over and over again, even if it wasn't optimal. This is another problem that's very common among gamers and is extremely difficult to solve. We have a full video about how to stray away from results-oriented thinking here on our YouTube channel, and is praised as one of the most effective League of Legends coaching videos available on YouTube. The link will be in the description down below, so check that one out as well. One thing that's never been easy is only relying on playing the game for improvement. You must learn to use the available resources all over the internet to optimize your chances at winning a game. Here at ProGuides.com, we have a ton of tools that can help you win more games with ease. We have meta tier lists, patch rundowns, endless amounts of meta analysis videos, advanced coaching videos like this one, community coaching videos, 24/7 level coaches, courses made by professional players, you name it, we have it. There are so many guides around there, and you just need to take the time and look. There are enough resources on ProGuides.com to take you to Diamond and beyond, but you need to stop relying on only yourself and take advantage of all of the tools you have available. If you're a silver or a gold player, you likely won't hit Diamond within a week. If you're a bronze or an iron player, you likely won't hit gold within 1 week. Getting better at this game takes time, and most importantly, patience. If you want to improve, then you need to be honest with yourself and look at your current skill level. Put your ego aside, stop blaming your teammates, and work on self-improvement. Setting realistic goals with specific milestones in between will make you get to your next goal easier. Maybe your goal is just to win 1 game per day. Whatever it is, it's important that you understand just how much time and dedication it takes to get better. It's hard to slow things down and smell the roses along the journey, because we all want to see that finish line of that challenger elo. However, if you get over this hurdle and learn to grow by yourself and on your own, then you'll become a much better player overall and a better person overall. That's going to be it for our 3rd episode of our advanced coaching series. We covered 12 challenger tips that will help you improve your gameplay, and if you like this video and want to see more content just like this one, please let us know in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel to be notified of every single video. Make sure to check out ProGuides.com for more content like this, and watch our previous 2 advanced coaching videos, which will be linked in the description down below. That's the end, and I'll see you on the Rift.